Good morning. Today is November 7th, and we are back again with the chess puzzle daily challenge. Okay, so it's black to move, and we can see that the king here is in a bit of a trouble. So, had our queen been here, then we could have just checkmated the white king. But at the same time, our king is also not so safe. So, queen has already a dangerous position, and it can just give a checkmate after checking the king here. Then when the king moves here, then the queen can just checkmate. So how do we go with this? So if we check our queen here, and the king cannot move here, cannot move here, king can either move here, here, or here. And once the king is on this square, then we can again check the king. The king has to either go here or here after that. And then once the king is here or here, we can just give one more check. The king moves here, and then we give one more check. The king moves here, and then we take the pawn with the check. Yeah, I don't see anything. Let's see, is there any other way? What if we don't check from here, but rather check the king from here? Then the king cannot go here or here. The only forced move would be put for the king would be to go here. And then once the king is here, we can check the king here. Now checking the king here, I think this should be a good choice, because once the queen is here and the king is here, and the white king is in check, now the white king can either go here, which would be checkmate, because the queen already has a supporting pawn for the checkmate. And if the king goes here, it would be again checkmate. If the king goes here, we'll give a check. The king cannot go to any of these squares, it can only move forward. And once the king is here, right, and our queen is now here, or oh yeah, rather than giving a check, if the king is here, we don't give a check, we just move our queen to here, because it will be checkmate, because the queen cannot protect with this square. And yeah, it's a back rank checkmate then with the queen. Yeah, I think this should be the move to go. So yeah, we can recalculate once again. So we give a check here. The only forced move for the king would be to move here, because the king cannot go here, 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 or here. And then once the king is here at this position, once the king is here, we can again and our queen was here, we can again check the king with the by going to g4, and the king cannot go to these positions h1 or h2, because we'll checkmate the white king. And if the king goes from this position to f1, then we already have these squares protected by the pawn. And since our queen is now on this black square g5, then we can just go on and checkmate the white king with this move to c1. Yeah. Yes. So yeah, congratulations to you guys who solved it at the home wherever you are watching this video. So yeah, it was a good one because it shows you how even if both of the kings are in danger, the one that is attacking right now has a better chance of checkmating or putting the opponent in a dangerous position. So here, as we saw, both white and black have their pawns and the queens towards the opponent's king, and both of the opponent's king are in trouble in a way. The only advantage with black is that we have the move. So rather than going with the pawn, the queen could have just made a draw with some kind of a perpetual, but I don't see that happening here. Or maybe it could have first given a check and then move the king to a dangerous square and then keep giving checks again. Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, that was the move. We forced the king. Always look for the forcing moves and then go for the continuation from there. So we saw that the first move, forcing move would be this, then the king would move here, and then after that we explored what happens after the queen gives a check again. So we explored three different branches of that, and if the king goes h1 or h2, it's checkmated, and then if king moves to f1, then we checkmate again with the back rank because these squares e1, e2 and g2 are protected with the black pawn. So yeah, um, good to have you guys with me. We are solving puzzles together, and yeah, happy playing chess, and take care, guys. Bye.